Very good morning to all my dear students. Here we go with the disclaimer. It is hereby declared that the production of the said content is meant for non-commercial, scholastic and research purposes only. We admit that some of the content or the images provided in this channel's video may be obtained through the routine Google image searches, and few of them may be under copyright protection. Such usage is completely inadvertent. It is quite possible that we overlook to give full scholarly credit to the copyright owners. We believe that the non-commercial, only for educational use of the material, may allow the video in question fall under fair use of such content. However, we honor the copyright holders' rights and the video should be deleted from our channel in case of any such claim received by us or reported to us. So guys, yesterday we have done with the IO model, very good, IO model and resource-based model, very nice. And yeah, sure. Thank you. Done. Thanks. You are Rutika? Okay. Okay guys, so yesterday we have done with the IO model and resource-based model. IO model is precisely focused on the external environment that is going to affect your strategy, that is going to affect your actions, decisions, and so on. While resource-based model will take some time. I'm having super laptop. And while resource-based model is precisely focusing on the resources that is available with the company, resource and capabilities. If you have a rare, valuable, costly to imitate resources with you, then definitely you can conquer the world. You can conquer that industry. Please be online. It was my restaurant logo and name. So, resource-based model is precisely focuses on the resources that is available with you, while industrial organization model focuses on the external environment and the impact of external environment on your business. That may be little bit less, that may be little bit high, depends on your size, means depends on your business size, whether it is micro industry, small industry, medium or the larger one. If your industry belongs to the larger industry, then political environment, economic environment, social environment, cultural environment, technological environment, each and every environment is going to directly impact your business because it belongs to the larger one. And if you have a very small, like Kirana shop, or like we can say the supermart or something like that, then it is not going to affect that much. No doubt, effect will be there, but it will be very much less as compared to the large industry. So after the completion of above average return, we have two models for there, IO model and resource-based model. We are moving to the next one, that is vision, mission, and values of the company. Why we exist? What are our main goal? What ultimately we want to achieve? What are our founding philosophy? Why we are living? Why we are helping someone? Why we exist in this industry only? Why we have started our businesses? What exactly we want to do in our business? Where we would like to serve? Who will be our target audience? And many more things. What are our founding philosophy? What are the core values that we are following? And many more things. This topic is going to define all those things. We'll share certain examples with you, like multinational companies, global companies like Coca-Cola, FedEx, Levi's, Heinz, and many more. We'll give you some examples of the same. But before that, we'll make you aware what exactly vision and mission stands for. In a very precise words, we can say the ultimate aim, ultimate goal of the company will be known as vision. Yes, after 5 years, after 10 years, after 20 years, it may take n number of years, but it depends on your struggle, it depends on your passion, it depends on your strong determination how you achieve it. We'll share one vision with you, like the Microsoft has, or you can say the Ford Motors. Ford Motors, I think you guys are aware about the Ford Motors. Ford. They do have vision that we want to make automobile accessible for every American. This was their vision, and they did it. They have achieved it. Once upon a time, before I think 15 years approx, the market share of Ford Motors was more than 75% in America. They have clearly achieved it. Clean bold. They have clearly achieved their vision, that is to make automobile accessible to every Americans. They did it. Another vision we'll share with you, that is of Microsoft, to make avail desktop on every desk that runs with Microsoft software. That's again true. What are the laptops and what are the gadgets like this are available with you guys, that majority runs with the Microsoft software. So again, Microsoft have achieved their vision. So vision is ultimately what company wants to achieve. Where exactly company wants to see themselves after certain years. That may be 5 years, that may be 10 years, that may be 20 years or 30 years. Time span is not the problem, but the determination, the passion, the aggression should remain same to achieve your goals, ultimate goal. Another example, Satyam company, Satyam Computers, a very nice company in the early age of 2000. Before 2000, after the 1991 LPG policy, Satyam Computers in India was the first company to launch too many softwares, and it is the first Indian company who got listed at NYSE, New York Stock Exchange. It was their goal, and they did it. Now, later on, no doubt the company got bankrupt and many issues were there. The directors got caught and many more things. Then, after it was taken over by the Mahindra Group, and many more. But yes, once upon a time, whatever the goals, whatever the ultimate goal or vision they have decided, they achieved it. They did it. So, vision is the ultimate aim that one wants to achieve throughout their industrial life. That maybe 5 years to 50 years, depends. In certain cases, like if I start my own company, multinational company, or a national company, or a domestic one, my basic dream would be to see my company in global Fortune 500 list. This can be my dream, this can be my desire, this can be my ultimate goal. This is what I want to achieve in upcoming years. Number of years is not decided. That may be 10, that may be 20, that may be 30, and so on. That depends on my passion, that depends on my aggression, that depends on my determination. It may be possible that I achieve my vision within 10 years. That may be possible I achieve it in within 25 years, or it may be possible due to natural environment, or you can say due to external environment, I can't achieve it. But I have to work hard for that. Then the second one is mission. Mission is the one which indicates where you are, why you are. For example, we are in this academics field. Then why we are in this field? What are the reasons behind that? To whom we are going to serve? Who will be our target customers? How we are going to serve them? And many more. This can be our mission. Vision statement will be in a single line only, while mission statement can be in 2 to 3 lines also. Vision statement is short one, mission statement is the longer one. Let's start with the first one. If you don't know where you are going, any road will take you anywhere. You don't have any clear-cut destination in your life, means in your business, then it's of no use. You can run on this way, you can run on this way, any road will take you anywhere because you have not decided where exactly you want to reach. Your destination is not that much clear. The same is applicable to the company. So a company should have clear-cut destination. Then only they should work on particular path. And if they deviate from that path, again with the help of evaluation, again with the help of controlling tool, they need to get back to the original track so that they can achieve their desired objectives and results. And that matters a lot. So if you don't know where you are going, any road will take you anywhere. There is no specific destination. So before we move to that, we have to work out on that what exactly we want to achieve. We need to wipe out the blurriness. We need to make our vision and mission very much clear cut, because vision and mission are the statements that is going to be publicized. It is going to make aware your entire stakeholder, your customers, your shareholders, your employees, your creditors, your suppliers, your banking and institutions. In short, each and everybody, those who are directly or indirectly connected with your company, can read it, can understood it, and can forecast. If you have really very nice vision and mission, customers, stakeholders will put trust on you, and that trust matters a lot. That trust will build up a great goodwill in the market. Today, like Tata Motors have Aditya Birla, Tata Group entirely, you can say like Aditya Birla, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Mahindra Group, Reliance Group, and many more, because they have gained trust in the society with the help of their vision and mission. So management's job is not to see the company as it is, but as it can become. Every company have certain qualities. Every company have certain resources and capabilities. Now management's job is not to see as it is, but every person have certain underlying qualities. Management task is to explore it, is to expand it, so that company can grow further. Now, a key purpose of vision and mission statement is to inform your stakeholders. Stakeholders means those who are directly or indirectly connected with the company. Now, with the help of vision and mission, your stakeholders will be aware about what the firm is, what it seeks to accomplish, what exactly firm wants to achieve, and who it seeks to serve. Who will be target audience, where the company is going to marketize their sales, their services, their products, and all those things. So these three questions can be answered with the help of vision and mission statement. What the firm is, what it seeks to accomplish, and what it seeks to serve. Now first we'll go with the vision. First we'll go with the vision. Vision is a picture of what the firm wants to be, and in broad terms, what it wants to ultimately achieve. end goal of business, and it's tough to achieve it. It might be possible that you won't be able to achieve it, but yes, make your dreams so high that people will laugh on it. If people don't laugh on your dream, make sure your dreams are very small. So the vision is the one who make your stakeholders aware that this is the ultimate aim, this is the ultimate goal of the company, that the company is going to achieve in the upcoming years, that maybe 20 years, that maybe 30 years, that maybe 50 years, and so on. A vision statement points the firm in the direction of where it would eventually like to be in the years to come. In the upcoming years, after 3 years, after 5 years, after 10 years, after 20 years, and so on, where eventually company wants to be after certain years, that will be cleared by the vision statement. Now, a strategic vision is a roadmap showing the route a company intends to take in developing and strengthening its business. Sometimes, in many cases, I have seen that a small child who wants to be a cricketer always used to keep a picture of Sachin Tendulkar in his room. Whenever he wake up, he used to see Sachin Tendulkar because it always makes him remind that I want to become like a Sachin Tendulkar. I want to become a great cricketer. So same like that. This vision statement will always make you remind that what ultimately you want to achieve. What will be your roadmap? How you can achieve it? Where your destiny is there? Where you have decided the clear-cut destination and many more things. And with the help of that, it will also make your company strengthen so that you can easily survive in the market. It paints a picture of company's destination and provides a rationale for going there. Now it involves thinking strategically about future direction of the company, where the company will be there in the future, how we'll share two examples. The first one is SpaceX, the company by Elon Musk, SpaceX. And the second one is also by the Elon Musk, that is Hyperloop. These two companies are really working very extraordinary. You can see some videos on Google, YouTube, you will find them. They are really doing very extraordinary work. Their vision is very much clear-cut. Elon Musk want to start space traveling, the Earth to Moon, the Earth to Mars. See their vision, and they are very much clear-cut about it. And trust me, because I do have trust on their vision, within next 20 to 30 years, they will did it. They will achieve it. So future direction of the company, then changes in company's product, if any, company's market, customer, technology, if any point of time, certain improvement is required, certain changes are required, they will do it. Their vision statement will impose them to do it. Then the current market position and future prospect, where exactly you stand right now, the current position and your future goal, the distance and the roadmap that will clear the vision. So future prospects of the company. Now your vision, these are the basic characteristics of effective vision. Your vision should be graphical, so your stakeholders can see it. Your vision statement should be very much precise and clear cut, so your stakeholder can understand it, your stakeholder can believe it. Your vision statement should be very much feasible. It should be like extraordinary. It should not be extraordinary. It should not be very much superlative. It should be very much realistic, so that your stakeholders can have trust on your vision. Then graphic, directional, it should provide direction to your company. It should be very much focused, clear cut. It should not be vague. It should be very much focused, flexible, feasible, desirable. A burning desire should be there in your heart that yes, I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. A desire, burning desire. And it should be easy to communicate. Whatever the vision statement you form, make sure you can easily communicate the same with your entire stakeholders. Now, these are the shortcomings in vision statement that one should avoid, that one should correct. The first one is incomplete. Your vision statement should not incomplete. It should be with full stop only. Then it should not be vague, must be clear cut. It should not be bland, mixing of too many things. No, it should not be like that. It should be very much clear cut. Non-distinctive, or you can say the superlatives, it should not be like that. It should be realistic one. Then it should not be too reliant on such superlatives like the best, most successful. Like, in many companies, they have their vision like we want to be most successful person in our industry. This is not the reliable one. What is the definition of most successful? It is not clear cut. It is vague. So we should avoid it. Then too generic and too broad. No, it should be in a proper way. So these are the common shortcomings that we need to avoid. Now let's see certain examples. This is the example of MACD. Our, see, very much short, very much precise, but then also it gives clear-cut message to their stakeholders what exactly company wants to achieve. Our vision is to be the world's best. Matlab, it means we will be there in the entire world. Our branches, our franchises will be there in the entire world. We don't want to keep ourselves limited to USA or Britain only. We want to explore. We want to expand. Where? At the world level, at the global level. And right now, if I'm not wrong, more than 150 countries have the outlets of MACD. That's really very great. So our vision is to be the world's best quick service restaurant. Then the Ford Motors, or you can say the Ford Automobiles, to make the automobile accessible to every American. They did it. They have already achieved their vision. And that's really very great. That's really very appreciable. The next one, please read this out and try to understand what exactly they want to convey to their stakeholders. FedEx. Do you have an idea the company belongs to which industry? FedEx. Delivery, yes. Logistics and supply management. You can say that. The company is really nice, working since long. Another company is there, UPS. UPS, United Parcel Services. Company delivers before COVID, company delivers 20 lakhs parcel all day in 190 countries. You can search it out, UPS, United Parcel Services. Now they have started to use drones for the deliveries. UPS, United Parcel Services, daily they deliver 20 lakh parcels across 190 countries. So same like that, FedEx, then Microsoft. You are requested to read this out, guys. Then the Heinz tomato ketchup, eBay, Mintra, and many more are there. Levi's, Nike. Nowadays, Nike are making customized shoes. For athletes, or it depends. But yes, if you are ready to spend, they will give you customized shoes as per your leg and the requirements. Levi's is also available in Antigua and Barbuda. These are the two islands, or you can say, very great place to visit. Levi's is also available there. Have you heard the name of Antigua and Barbuda, international students? Any idea? Antigua and Barbuda. These are the two islands. You can search it. It's really very good place to visit. Very peaceful, very calm, and same time the biggest advantage of having citizenship of Antigua and Barbuda is 90 countries will give you free visa on arrival. 90 countries, that includes USA and UK, entire Europe. If you are a citizen of Antigua and Barbuda, then 90 countries including USA, UK, entire Europe will give you visa on arrival. Right now, the Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi, if you guys have heard the name, the Indian star who made a scandal, they are there. And Indian government cannot do anything because they do have passport of Antigua, citizenship of Antigua and Barbuda. Very beautiful place. You can check out the videos for the same. If time permits, we'll share it with you. Now, any doubts for vision statement, guys? Yes? Take a place of physical currency. This would be the ultimate vision of cryptocurrency. It's a virtual, and the biggest competitor of there is physical currency. So,
their vision after 10 years, they want to this touch money. And every bank now around the world is accepting.
you won't believe that, but nowadays in India, many people are creating such virtual currencies. They are earning a lot. It's fake, it's duplicate, it's illegal. And we are doing, the only investment amount is almost 5 lakh rupees. They used to create 0.05 Bitcoin, 0.02 Bitcoin. They are doing it seriously. And daily they used to earn 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. And whatever the amount they have invested, they get it back within 1 month. But it's an illegal thing that one should avoid, one should not do. Because the trading in Bitcoin is illegal in India. But yes, gradually, if the highly intellectual society will go with that, then at last we have to accept it. It might be possible that in the upcoming years, maybe 20 years, maybe 30 years, and so on, it will replace physical currency. Depends. Now, the mission. What is mission? Mission Impossible, Mission Kashmir, Mission Istanbul. These are the movies' name. We are not talking about that. We are going to talk about the basic mission that one should have in their company. A mission specifies the business or businesses in which the firm intends to compete, in particular which industry you want to enter, whether it is telecom industry, whether it is oil and petrochemical industry, whether it is IT industry, or whether it is textile industry. To compete in which industry? A mission specifies the business or businesses in which the firm intends to compete and the customer it intends to serve. In particular, which industry you want to belong and who will be your target audience, or we can say your target customers. Mission statement will specify it. Now, apart from that, need for an explicit mission statement will answer the below questions. Why is this firm in business? Reliance Industries are there in oil and petrochemical business. What are the reasons behind that? Tata Motor is there in the automobile sector. Why? What are the reasons behind that? Balaji Wafer is there in the FMCG segment. What are the reasons behind that? Marwadi Education is there in the academics. What are the reasons behind that? So mission statement, it can be of 2 to 3 lines, it can be of 4 lines, but yes, mission statement will be able to answer all these questions, all these queries. What are our economic goals? Whether we are here for profit making only, profit is the primary thing that we want to achieve, or apart from that, we would like to go for the corporate social responsibilities and we have concern for our customers too, customers or clients. Then what is our operating philosophy in terms of quality, company image, self-concepts, our products, and many more. Like the Lakme has been started by the Tata itself, Tata Group. Lakme products, beauty products, you might be aware about that. The company is really very nice. But whatever the products you are using, the products are really very nice. Lakme or Lakme, I don't know how you guys pronounce it. The products are really very nice. So certain company have a very much clear-cut idea about their products quality. They are not compromising in the quality at any cost. The second example is of Skoda Motors. Skoda Motors, you might have heard the name, Skoda Cars, Skoda Motors. They also have tagline once upon a time that highly obsessed with the quality. Whatever the products we are making, whatever the cars we are manufacturing, it may be cost little bit high as compared to our competitors, but we are not making any sort of penny compromise in our quality. So what is our operating philosophy in terms of quality, company image, and self-concept? What are our core competencies and competitive advantages? What is our USP, unique sales proposition of both, you can say like that, and KSF, key success factors. What customers do and can we serve? What are the expectations of customers from our company, and we will be able to serve it or not? What are the expectations of the customers from our company, and whether we will be able to complete it or not, and how do we review or view our responsibilities towards stockholders, society, our employees, our customers, and so on. So, this is what your mission statement should publish. Now, the characteristics of mission statement identifies the boundaries of the current business and highlights present products and services. Whatever the product line is there, product length is there. Your mission statement will make stakeholders aware about your products and services, types of customers that you are going to serve. That if you talk about the Johnson and Johnson, they are focusing on niche market. They are focusing on infants only, on children's only, on born babies only. So they customers are very much predefined. So types of customers that they are going to serve, the geographic coverage, whether they will be there in Gujarat, whether they will be there in India, whether they will be there in Asia or across the globe. And it also conveys who we are, what we do, and why we are here. Your mission statement will reflect all those things. Now, this is the basic difference between vision and mission. Your vision clearly indicates the future, that in future we would like to do this, we would like to become like this and blah, blah, blah. While your mission statement is precisely focused on your present, who actually you are. Your vision statement will show you where we are going and what ultimately we want to achieve, while mission statement will show you who we are and what we do in present. You guys please read it out. In vision statements, you will have markets to be pursued in future, future products, future markets, future customers, future technology, and all those things. Dubai is the land of innovation, we can say. 3D printing. Have you heard about 3D printing? Dubai is planning to prepare the buildings and infrastructures by 3D printing technology. It's really very nice one. You can check out the videos for the same. 3D printing. It's really very good. It's the latest trend. And kind of company management is trying to create. While mission statement will show you current product and services, customers need being served or not, and technological and business capabilities. These are the examples for mission statement. Your mission statement can be of 2 to 3 lines, 2 to 3 points can be there, while vision statement will be only of single line. Make sure you might have certain questions in your exam that a good vision statement is consisting of dash dash dash, 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line. At that time you have to answer 1 line. Vision statement should be 1 line only, while mission statement can be 3 to 4 lines, 2 to 3 lines. It depends on the company. Check it out, guys. McDonald's, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola got bankrupt twice, but then also they are there in the market. They are there at global level, the global presence by Coca-Cola. I was there in Switzerland before 2 years. So they are making Coca-Cola specially for Switzerland, and they have written on the cap that designed for Swiss, specially designed for Swiss, with the less carbohydrates and all those things. That is little bit less harmful, because Switzerland government having certain rules and regulations for beverage industry, and the Coca-Cola is following the same, and that's why they have designed special Coca-Cola for Switzerland only. Now linking the vision with the company values. Every company have their own vision, but same time must have certain values. Values like integrity, honesty, doing the right things, product quality must be appropriate, or you can say as per the standards. Customer must be satisfied, and later on they must feel that whatever the product and services they have purchased, it's value for money, worth to spend. This feeling should be there in the customer's mind. Fair treatment of people, whatever the employees are working there, fair treatment, equality should be there, teamwork should be there, operating excellency, whatever the operations they are taking on day-to-day basis, it should be in an excellent manner, and at last giving back to the community. Because whether it is Reliance, whether it is Elon Musk, Tesla, whether it is Google, whether it is Microsoft, whether it is Balaji, or whether it is Marwari, any damn company, they are there in the market just because of society. Men, labor, material, finance, each and everything, customers, shareholders, employees, each and everything company is getting from the society itself. So, Jack Ma from Alibaba. Jack Ma has rightly said that if you have $100 crore in your pocket, we can understand it's yours. But you have 10,000 crore in your pocket, it is not yours. It is the trust that society have put on you. That's why you have 10,000 crore in your pocket. So it's your genuine responsibility to give back something to the society under the heading of corporate social responsibility. So these are the core values that every company should have. Every company. These are the examples. These are the values of Kodak. Kodak company that is no more available in the market. But once upon a time, Kodak was the ruler. It was king of the market. Respect for the dignity of the individual, uncompromising integrity, unquestioned trust, and that is true. People, those who have used the Kodak product, they really trust that product is good enough. They feel that yes, whatever the amount they have spent, it's worth to spend, value for money. And constant credibility, continual improvement and personal renewal, open celebration for individual and team achievements. If you are there in the Kodak, if you achieve something, then celebrations will be there. Even though it was individual success, then also they used to celebrate it. If it is team success, then they will celebrate it at the grand stage. Then Home Depot, entrepreneurial spirit, excellent customer service, giving back to the community, respect for all people, doing the right things, taking care of people, building strong relationships, and creating shareholders' value through wealth maximization. These are the values of Home Depot company. Then DuPont is the one of the company who has support Reliance Industries like anything for the construction of Reliance Industry at Moti Khawdi, Jamnagar.